That's it. A 12-year-old girl stole my shoes. Here's what happened. I'll keep it short. I bought shoes. They're not here. Someone stole them.
Hey, and welcome to Jumping the Turnstile. I'm Jezbot.
I'm Timmy Taco.
And I'm Sean Enough.
Oh, we're
Yes,
recording
we're
again,
back.
COVID styles. And I'm in my studio, and those boys are separated at birth.
So how'd you go today, Jezbot? Were you working?
I had a canter for day. Thanks for asking.
No worries. And also with you.
Oh, the bloody timber never arrived till bloody 12 o'clock. Was supposed to be there at bloody 8.
Because I called you. I called you earlier.
You did.
And yeah, you were just sitting there, bloody waiting for the
And
delivery.
there's nothing I hate worse than sitting around waiting for dudes to either set up or deliver timber.
Yeah, I hear that.
Absolutely.
Now, are you guys
Absolutely.
recording properly?
Yeah, it looks like everything's running a-okay.
Because I just know that there's
doesn't it?
ghosts in Sean's house, and last time we did have a bit of a mishap. The ghosts got into the gremlins got into the recession. Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. You've always got a bit of gremlins going on, don't you?
Yeah, I'm not so sure what that is. But we have had our queries on the fact that there might be some paranormal activity occurring in this residence. Not that I ever get the heebie-jeebies, but we have had some audio evidence
Yes.
of ghosts, which is you can access that information on earlier episodes. And I actually came across that WAV file by accident whilst doing a bit of house cleaning on the hard drives.
Yep.
And I thought, I'll give it another squiz. And it's spooky.
It's spooky. There's definitely a voice in there.
Yeah,
But
absolutely.
should I like I'll put it here into the podcast
yeah,
so
that'd be
people
nice,
can hear it
yeah.
so they know what the reference is. I'll play it right here. Yes, and there you go.
But also, there's hauntings and there's just pure ignorance. Although I like the issues that Jez was talking about was something that we thought we did cover. We thought we crossed the T and dotted that I. It wasn't something that we were completely ignorant to, but it was still the case. I think we attempted to record a Steez style episode, did about 40 minutes. So it ended up almost being a full length episode. We got enthused, and it turned out to be something that we deemed as passable and quality.
Spooky. I sent it to a couple of spooky dudes.
Oh, the spooky.
The ghost hunters.
That's right.
And a couple of people got back to me, but we never worked out what it was. Just what were you going to say?
This is the spooky time of year. I think the spirits come out in winter rather than the summertime. I believe that to be true. But no spooking's my end. Never got the spooks.
But when you do the small talk about weather, I sometimes wonder what the weather's doing right now and whether it fits into the podcast. And I think you're talking about winter warmers.
Well, it is
ya?
winter warmers, Tim. I'm glad you said that because on the news today they've said that we might get some early snow this year. Like this week, perhaps it might snow. Maybe even tomorrow. Which means it's the official.
Right? Is that because of the COVID? Are they blaming it on that?
It's the official start of Winter Warmers 3. It's our how to stay warm this season episode. We do every year.
Oh, yeah?
I love Winter Warmers.
Yeah, absolutely. Keeping warm with ghosts. What do you think it is? What brings the ghosts around at this time of year? Is it that it gets darker earlier? There's more dark hours
right.
of the day. There's more darkness,
I think it's because it's so cold outside.
and that's
Maybe that's the ticket that they're coming into the houses.
Well, that's right.
When,
I think
the weather gets colder.
I think you're onto something there, Tim.
yeah.
I think that the ghosts are more winter. When they go around you, you're supposed to feel cold, aren't you? If one walks through
Yeah,
you.
like
So,
cold
but
shudders.
isn't the devil? He's more of a heat guy. Your demons, your devils, your ghouls. I think you feel a heat when they're
Yeah.
around.
So we need some ghouls, do we, to heat up? Some demons in the house.
Yeah,
maybe that's the ticket to winter warmers. Possessions,
Maybe we'll do a seance this
You're
year.
just saying, get surrounded by ghouls to keep cools.
What's
No, but I think I remember reading somewhere that they say that some paranormal activity experts think that they're more active in the cold because the cold's better for the electrical conductivity of their spirit nature.
I like that. I like that.
Yeah. A bit of super natch.
Bit of so-so science in there. Yeah.
Bit of super natch science. It is getting crispier though. It's that autumn time of year. I've actually noticed. Last week we sort of brought up, we dabbled on the winter warmers, and I mentioned that the leaves weren't browning, but they are now. We're starting to see the yellows and the oranges. Not so much the browns, but I know that for people that live under the trees dropping their leaves, they're starting to really feel the wrath.
Yeah, I've got it. I did a big clean up just a week ago, and then within a day, the ornamental pear I've got in the front lawn bloody sheds, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Tim's all about that. You've got that massive tree in your.
Yeah, I'm closing in. Last season they dropped pretty damn quick.
Can I give you some advice? You got to pick those leaves up immediately because that your grass was getting quite good there. It was getting quite lush, and you don't want to cover it up. So you got to get out there every other day if you want to keep your lawns.
Jezbot's hot
There you
tip.
go, green tip actually.
Yeah.
No, but I just did the gutters.
Oh.
It's probably should have done it maybe 3 years ago. I reckon.
Yeah, there was that massive bush growing in your gutters, and I came over and said, dude, like it's not the way to run a household.
I heed your warnings, and I got up there and I did it.
It is good to be prepared.
It's just that we're going to get so much rain this year, mate. So I'm just thinking about your house.
And it is good that people are looking after your gutter health, but you're the gutter master. You like to collect your rainwater. What if you thought about dirt in the gutters as like a natural filtration system? So you're sort of creating your own kind of earth and spring water straight off the roof.
Well, I cleaned my gutters out the other day, and I gussied up. What's the word for it? I fucked up my water tanks.
What happened? You did a piss on your roof?
Well, I just cleaned all the gutters out, and it just filled up my bloody tanks. And it's
you didn't block off.
I didn't. So I did a big empty. Had a big empty, and but then it rained again the next day, so they filled up and had a good washout, had a good clean. It's all the COVID times, boys. Like everything's getting a triple, double clean. Yep. I have been cleaning, as I said on the last episode, like a bloody cleaning company.
Okay.
Yeah, cool.
The whole company.
That's pretty cool. I've noticed now people on the streets cleaning things. It's teams of 3 with spray and wipe bottles. And
what are they? Just public?
Yeah, just wiping everything. Like
all
the poles.
Like basically Batman type of clean vigilantes.
Yeah. Like I think they're employed to do so.
Okay. I thought it was a vigilante situation.
It might be. It's they didn't look that official, but they were wearing high vis and they were definitely wiping surfaces.
Oh, they're official.
Okay, maybe they were ex-cons. Yeah. Officially out of jail for one day.
I actually got told to take off my high vis today.
From who?
The head honcho. We've talked about him. I think I gave him the fake name of maybe Bobby Dazzler. I can't remember. But I should say, it is a Tuesday when we're recording this, and it's apparently it's an RDO again today.
Yeah, right. Yeah, Anzac Day weekend. That wouldn't surprise me.
So they run the site anyway, and their way around it is you're not supposed to wear your high vis on the day. So it just looks like I don't know what they're thinking.
Oh, that is a bloody
cheap
cowboy operation if I've ever heard one.
Oh no, mate, you would hate it, Sean.
Cowboy.
You need to get some organisers down there sorting that out.
Did you say cowboy? I thought I heard him say cowboy.
Oh, is that Leather Boots McGavin?
Leather Boots McGavin's in the house.
That's me, Weather Boots McGavin. How you doing, boys?
I wear my boots tight and red.
And high.
Have you ever sported a boot?
A boot? What, like a cowboy boot? I don't think, gum. I've gone the gum option.
Oh, the gum boot.
Yeah.
My younger brother wears cowboy boots on the regular. He loves it.
So they call them work boots, but they don't. What classifies as a boot? How high does it have to go on the leg before it becomes a boot?
Because you got work boots, but they just go above your ankles.
We've lost him.
I think a boot, work boot, officially has to be steel capped.
Gotcha.
And it's got to be a lace up. Oh, slip-ons are all right, but you don't get ankle support with the slip-on.
True. I'm more of a fan of a lace up myself. I was a bit hesitant to get crossover into the lace ups with the zip on the sides, But once I did, I never looked back. They're really handy. Even working in concrete, the zips still hold up.
Yeah, they've got a zip return policy, some of the boots, but the zips don't work around concrete. It's a mess down there.
No, that's right.
Hey Tim, it's funny you should bring up boots, quite frankly, because I've got a list of notes that I haven't even told you about shoes, shoes and boots.
Really?
So this is what do we call this?
Synergy.
No. What's this?
The boot edition.
All right, that'll do. Well, I went and saw a client, my mate Warren, and he's come up with a lot of stories that I should be telling on this podcast, but they're so involved. Just every time I go there, something's happened. He's basically Batman. This dude. He's got got that East Oakley Creek area under his control. And he's great. He's a family man. But I went there the other day to measure up. And he goes, "Oh, Jez, fuck, man, like, it happened again." I was like, "Oh, what happened this time?" And he's like, "We were lying in bed this morning, and our Ring security system went off, and it never goes off in the morning. It was about 7:30, sun was up." And he goes, "Oh, that's weird." So he turns his phone on, and it's the shoe bandit. And he's creeping up the driveway, crouched down. And it's a long driveway. It's down the bottom of a court, and the court backs onto a bike track and then the golf course. Really painting a picture.
So he's doing a Trevor.
The shoe bandit's back. We covered this story years ago.
Did we?
The shoe bandit, yeah.
Are we gonna? And it's in my notes again, so we'll get there in a second. Sean.
Don't you remember? They ended up they busted the person with all the shoes, and then they had like a return scheme where they were all in the town hall for the weekend.
Oh, a shoe amnesty.
And you could go back, and if you'd had your shoes pinched, you could go there and you'd likely find them.
Yeah, he didn't have to do that because he took matters into his own hands. So
right,
he gets this guy's creeping up all the way up, very long driveway, under the carport to the door, steals this dude's work boot, or like garden boots. They're like trashy, fucked.
From the front door.
From the front door. And
did he have shoes?
Yeah, was he wearing shoes?
He was wearing shoes.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay, so he already had shoes.
So he's like, all right, it's on. Because he's a big dude, right? And he's shaved head, tattoos, but he's not a ruffian at all. He's like a good family man, right? But all this shit keeps happening to him. So he gets on his electric scooter and fangs it down the bike track. And at about 500 meters, the dude's sitting there having a dart, having a durry.
Like an after sex durry. He's just had his
Right.
had his shoe fix.
So he's like,
That steal was satisfying. Now it's time for a cigarette.
Smooth, refreshing camel.
took a screenshot of him, and he's like scooted right up to him, got off his scooter and showed him the photo and goes, "Hey mate, can I have my shoes back?" And he goes, oh yeah, no worries, mate. Warren goes, "What are you doing, mate? What are you doing? Stealing shoes, man. What's going on?" He's like, "Oh, I just don't know. I just can't help myself. I can't help myself."
Oh, so he does it for the thrill of it. Can't
It
help
is the
it.
shoe
And,
bandit.
he's a menacing dude, mate. He's taller than me. He's he's built. He's physical, but so placid. And he goes, "Well, can I have my shoes back, mate?" He goes, "Oh yeah." Opens up his bag and it's full of dude's shoes.
He's ganking shoes everywhere.
So he's getting a little stash going.
During the bloody COVID.
So he's the shoe bandit.
Absolutely. He's at it again.
Yeah.
Somebody needs to... This guy's been documented. Somebody needs to let somebody know before this shit gets out of hand.
He's got shoes on his hands, literally.
So Warren says to him, "Mate, are you all right? Do you want to maybe have you got shoes? Like, do you need a pair of shoes, mate? Like, I'll give you a good pair. These are my garden shoes, mate. Like, do you want to come in?
No, I've got about 50 of them.
Do you want to come back for a coffee? Like, do you need some food? Are you all right, mate? He was going to bring him back and then call the fucking cops.
And then bash him. Yeah.
Lock him in the shed.
That's it.
And he's gone, nah.
Now you're staying here with me and my family. You want shoes? Oh, you're going to get them. I'm going to kick you a lot.
Yeah, so he's like, I don't know, like, nah, it's all right. He goes, "Well, don't come around here again, mate. Just stay off my property." and get some help, all that kind of stuff. So he got his shoes back, which is a good thing.
Yeah.
And then I've got a story from the 1950s about the actual shoe bandit.
The actual guy.
Yes.
The real
Yes.
guy.
So he's a copycat.
He's a copycat. Oh, yeah.
So this is from Hartford Courier. I don't know.
Yeah.
Whatever. And this is like from 2016, and it's saying 60 years later, remembering the San Diego shoe bandit. But this guy would push women over and then steal like the left shoe.
What? Just with the one shoe?
He just would do one shoe.
So it's like a serial killer move, except
But because it was
very passive.
the 50s, he would go into people's houses. That was the thing,
Right.
and steal a shoe or two.
Steal a shoe or two. What year was that?
That was 1956, and it was a big to do. The San Diego cops couldn't find this guy. It was all It was all the talk. And then I looked up the story Sean just said about the dude in Australia that stole over 1,000 boots. And
Yeah.
are you saying that the bike track bandit might be the actual Aussie shoe bandit from months ago?
Yeah, from months ago, yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, 1,000.
Well, let's hear that story again, Sean.
Well, he stole so many shoes, they found his stash, and then they ended up setting up a town hall with all the shoes. And if you had there was a notice in the local paper that said if you had your shoes stolen in the last 3 years, you could come along and you might be able to find them.
Yeah, they just might be there.
do you reckon what kind of shoes would you have to go in there for, to the town hall?
To get back.
Yeah, like, I don't want my Blundstones back.
No, that's right. That's right. Exactly. Why would you go get them? I gave a fella some shoes this week. He was running around with no shoes in the rain. Gave him some Nikes.
You did?
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh,
So
old
this
ones.
is the basically Batman, the shoe man.
Oh,
Did you go?
it's not the first time I've given a bloke some shoes.
Hey,
that didn't
I'll
have
tell you
them.
this much. From the 3 years of knowing Sean enough, he's very generous. He'll buy a pot for a digger. He'll
for a
give
digger.
a cobber a
Absolutely.
pair of shoes. He'll get a man down on his luck will have a friend. Indeed, with Sean
And I'll
enough.
tell you what else. The giving doesn't stop there. It doesn't stop at the less fortunate. Sometimes I like to give to my mates, and sometimes I like to give to our listeners, like today. Today, I've brought in...
What is
That's
that?
a bloody
That's
chop
a
me
chop
out.
me
It's a
out.
007 licensed to thrill. 20 chances to win.
All
Yeah,
right.
so we've got the chop me out here, and there's every chance that we might win, and that there's every chance that, or there's a small chance that you could get chopped out in this, and we know how to do that. You contact us on the relevant channels and say chop me out, and then your name goes into the barrel. And every time we do this competition, we'll pick your name out of the barrel or somebody's name out of the barrel, and then they get in the running to get chop me out, providing that we win something.
And the best way to get in contact with us, Tim, sorry to cut you off there, is just look in the show notes and all the relevant emails and all that business to just send an email saying chop me out, boys, and you're in the running.
Well, for this episode, it doesn't work because they're gonna know that they already won the $20, so everybody's gonna sign in. So we'll win a kitty this time, and then that'll go in the draw next time we do chop me out.
Do we have any names in the barrel, Tim?
'Cause I need the cash. That's what I'm saying. I need the cash.
So, yeah. Anyway, so the basic premise is that we do a scratchy and see what we get.
Yeah.
Oh,
All right.
well, you're
you
scratching away. We'll just catch up, Tim, because I haven't actually talked to you. I only talked to you
I
once
just
or
need
twice
something
today.
good to scratch with, like a coin. That's something good to scratch with.
Oh yeah, it's sidebar here, Jezbot. When was the last time you won some cash? Because didn't you send me a photo a while back with a whole big row of scratchies, and then only one of them won?
No, I got into a syndicate in a Tats Lotto dealio, and it plays like 50. I don't know. It was 300 games or something like that. I don't know. And we won $10 off it.
Right. So the odds are pretty slim.
I like to
Is,
find cash. That's my steez. I find hundos sometimes, 50s, tenors, just blowing down the street.
Yeah, you talk pockets in the wind, in the gutter.
in your the back of your couch.
Okay, this is a great scratchy. It's just lucky symbols. Just makes it easier to deal with when you're just dealing with symbols, little
Are
pictures.
they 007 themed symbols? Like, have they got stuck on theme or?
I think they might be actually. We have a speedometer, and 007 was known for
Speeding.
driving around. There's a love heart.
Because he was a lover
He was a lover
and a fighter.
and a fighter, ironically, paradoxically.
Hard man, hard lover.
There's a gold bullion.
Okay, so the baddies have taken the gold. He's got to get it back.
Yeah, there's always some
Something like
element
that.
of wealth, wasn't there?
Gold, Mr. 007.
And there's an old style mobile phone and a camera.
Okay.
And there's a
Cameras for spying.
Or is it for loving, Tim?
Okay, so Sean's going to do some scratching out there.
All right, so we've scratched. I've just gone at it. We've scratched 3 lines, and we've had no matching symbols so far. There's a great variety of symbols. There is a scuba diver, an octopus. There's an eye.
Octopussy, yep.
Yep. There's
The eye, golden eye.
Yep. It is a funny looking eye. Looks like if you get that, you win $8. But we didn't have that. Some binoculars, a private Learjet, a white horse.
Yes.
I don't know.
From Tomorrow's Never Tomorrow. Is that what the movie was called? With the white horse in it?
Tomorrow's never tomorrow.
We're out.
We
Is that
are
all
out.
we've got? Just the one.
You're lucky because I got 2 this week.
Ah, Sean's come through with another
Double
one.
chop me out.
Lucky number 2. What have we got? What else we got?
Today we have something that looks like a Rubik's Cube.
Okay.
Can
you show that to the camera there?
Well, it's exactly like a Rubik's Cube.
It
and
actually is a Rubik's Cube. It says Rubik's at the top.
and I don't know how this is going to work, but we'll just see how it goes. Hey,
Do you get to scratch the colours out or?
scratch each square on each side of the Rubik's Cube panel to reveal a symbol.
Okay, so basically just scratch it all.
If you reveal the exact same symbol 3 times in a single line within the same side, you win the prize stated in the arrow pointing to the corresponding line.
Oh yeah, he's. It looks like he's started to scratch there. And what are you going for? What colour are you going for there, Sean?
I'm just scratching out the yellow at this stage,
Okay.
and we have a variety of symbols.
Are they Rubik's related?
Well, we have a book and a joystick.
Okay, yeah. Gaming.
80s, like,
Yeah.
More of a visual game.
excuse me, folks.
Okay.
Excuse me, folks.
This just in. Sean and Arf, what's going on?
This is an example of why you should message in, chop me out, so you can get onto these prizes, these winnings. Because today, fellas, we have won $6.
$6 on the first scratch off.
Second, it was a $4 scratchy, so we're up $2. And we can,
How much was the other one?
$5.
but we're not finished yet. That was just one side of the Rubik's Cube.
Ah, I see.
And we get to play 3 sides of the Rubik's Cube, which is pretty cool. But $6, that's a pretty good win. I'll also let you know that I bought these, and a friend just decided to get one as well, and they scratched it right on the spot and won $50.
There you go. I'm trying to find a few other things to do. Obviously, the Lego, and I've organised all your bloody Lego. And
Oh yeah, into jars.
Yeah.
Which is what I was saying before. You put them in bloody jars, sorted them all out. I'm just going to tip them back into the buckets.
yeah, it's
And
true.
now you're off them already. You want a bloody
Yeah,
game
but how am I
machine
going to
now.
build my Rudenberg machine if I can't find a oneer, can't find a sixer? Where's the Technic bit? Where's the bloody loop-to-loop? You know, it's impossible
Yeah.
unless you've got it sorted. Like,
Yeah.
have you seen that show? They've got buckets and buckets of coloured, coordinated, Legos.
Yeah.
Yeah, true. There's no searching.
It's like Play School when they make things on Play School, and it's like, yeah, that's cool, but I don't have all that stuff. You know that when you're 4 years old, that you don't have all that stuff.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, I don't
right.
have any pipe cleaners.
Yeah, exactly.
So I bloody went over to his house, like, get the Xbox, bring it back here, grabbed his Technics motor, because your motor's busted, Tim.
Yeah,
And,
All right.
yeah, load up the Xbox.
yeah.
You got to have 6-digit codes for every bloody game. And he's got a memory.
So what?
logins.
Logins?
First, you got to...
More
Man,
bloody
and
passwords.
you got to sign up to Xbox Live, and then you got to. It's $10 a month, and all I want to do is play the bloody zombie game. And he can't remember any of his codes.
Yeah, shoot some bloody
He hasn't
heads
played
off.
it in over a year, so he can't remember.
Damn.
So that hobby's gone. A bloody nightmare.
But yeah, you've got to keep busy during these times. I've noticed that one of my neighbours, early in the piece, I started hearing the familiar sounds of a tennis ball being hit. But I live in an area where there's no tennis courts. It's quite high density living, and there's definitely no tennis courts. So I instantly assumed it must be Totem Tennis. And about 6 weeks ago, it was your standard, you maybe your 55 BPMs or whatever, less than 60 BPM a minute. But given 6 weeks practice, that has sped up to like a GABA BPM right now. It's like I don't know. It's like they're creating energy over there.
They're trying to skill up during the shutdown. Like that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get some new skills.
Skilling up.
Can I get on Lego Masters? Yeah. No, I can't.
Yes.
If you know that you're shit at Lego, give it up.
Yes.
Don't go for 5-6 years trying to build a sick mega castle with all this bells and whistles. Just quit and move on to something else. Table tennis.
Yeah, yeah.
Keep it down in there, everybody.
That's how I feel as a music producer sometimes. But speaking of news and things that people are doing to fight off the corona boners, this lady that I've read in this article here on closeronline.co.uk, if you want to look it up for yourself, says that in real life, she's fighting off coronavirus with sperm smoothies.
Say that again.
Okay.
Tracy Kiss.
Sperm what?
Sperm smoothies.
Hey, you want a sip?
Tracy Kiss says she's not worried about the COVID-19 as she thinks her unique way of keeping healthy will ward it off, though some may find her controversial methods hard to swallow.
Some of us do have a gag reflex. Unlike, what's her name?
Tracy Kiss.
Tracy.
Yep. Gathering together spinach, broccoli, and some peppers to blend into a smoothie, Tracy Kiss then reaches into her fridge for a special ingredient, her boyfriend's sperm,
Right.
which she keeps in a Tupperware container.
Does it have to be see-through Tupperware, or can it be
Tupperware.
like one of the coloured Tupperware?
Or is it a specific sperm holder Tupperware? Because they've got like a container for everything.
It's probably in the magazine there
It'd only be
somewhere.
like a shot glass, wouldn't it?
Shot glass. Oh, I thought you were going to say a bloody pint glass, Jeremy.
Come on,
It
bloke.
depends. But she uses it a bit. She said she also uses it as a facial at least once a month.
She sure does.
Keeps her looking young. She's
Feeling young.
32 and she's healthy. And she says she's been doing it for 4 years and she's never felt better.
Okay. So she's just pinned the old COVID to it. So she's been doing it for 4 years. The COVID's only been going for
Yep, it's
couple of months.
absolutely unrelated. The only thing that's relative is that she's somehow expressed that she's not really concerned about getting the illness as her immune system is so strong.
with sperm.
Question. Now,
Yes.
has she done a scientific method situation here where she says she feels great? She's never felt better. But have we tried to have the smoothie without the jizz? do an experiment, you know what I'm saying?
A comparison, at least.
A blind
Yeah, you're
test. You know, you got to have the placebo group.
How's this though? Now I have to bring this up. Reading into this article, Tracy went to see a skin specialist who suggested using egg whites on her face because she had a skin condition.
She couldn't get any.
But as she's vegan, she felt squeamish at the thought. Hold the phone. What's the difference between not eating an egg and eating like millions of unborn sperms?
No, but technically she's not eating the egg. So a vegan's not allowed to touch eggs as well. I know they don't eat them.
Can I
but,
just
like,
weigh in here
Well,
for
in
a
many
second?
ways, it's not just
does
about
it
the
count? Does
dietary.
it count if you're rubbing it all over your face? Does it count as like I'm consuming?
Well, you're consuming the product.
Okay.
You're paying. You're condoning the inhumane farming practices.
So it includes buying it.
Yeah.
Look, my wife's a bit of a skin aficionado, and I know for a fact that there are vegan options when using skin creams. You don't have to rub jizz on your face.
No.
Unless you want to.
Apparently, the trend was started by Heather Locklear.
How does she look now?
That's a good question.
Because I think the scientists can extract like what the good things in the fucking sperm would be in the load. Maybe they're looking for the zinc. So let's just do like, you can just get zinc from somewhere else and put it in the product.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, just get some bloody zinc from the old chemist. Can't you just buy zinc?
Yeah, that's
that
right.
stuff?
Yeah, it's got colours in it, fluoro colours. It's awesome.
Wow.
Yeah, there's one more thing that I wanted to add in this story before we just get off it altogether. This fact I found interesting. Tracy was single at the time, so she asked her best friend from the gym if he'd step up.
Step up to what?
Giving her some jizz for
you
her face.
You got to step up.
Yeah.
That's one hell of a day at the gym.
After using it for a few days on her face, she couldn't believe the results, and it just made sense for her to start ingesting it.
How many listeners do you reckon we've just lost off this episode?
Most of them.
No, I think that's
It's more interesting than what's
Yeah.
going on in the
So you
news at the
can't-
moment. It's all bloody the same thing, isn't it? It's every ad, it's everywhere.
Yeah, that's
all
right.
that shit. At least it's something different. And I've got one here I love this website. It's called clumsycrooks.com.
Oh, yeah?
And they it's mostly stuff out of Florida. But this guy, it's the news. North,
Eve.
south,
West.
It's the news. Boozed up man jailed after telling police he's Jason Bourne.
He's the actual, what, he's the movie Jason Bourne or the real life one?
Not Matt Damon. No, the character Jason Bourne that Matt Damon plays.
Yeah, sure.
Jonathan Chapman, 45, was under the influence of alcohol and refused to leave the library after causing a disturbance. Police were called and he gave them the name of Jason Bourne, a character of Robert Ludlum's best-selling book series. Chapman also provided a false social security number. He was taken into custody and was charged on a misdemeanor for resisting arrest. Jesus Christ. He resisted arrest. Let me say that again.
He arrested addressed.
Yeah, but that's it. So that's going on in the news.
Okay.
Look, what about this Florida woman that pulls live alligator out of her pants during traffic stop? Yes, alligator.
Out of her pants.
Out of her trousers. Out of her dungarees.
Trouser.
The Charlotte County Sheriff's deputy stopped a pickup truck Monday afternoon after it ran a stop sign. And 22-year-old driver Michael Clemens told him he had his 24 blah, 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 yada, yada. He had a fucking alligator in his pants.
Yeah,
He had an alligator in his pants. Well done. Well done.
No explanation for that? Oh, he's just pulled it out.
These stories, they never go into too much. It's more about the headline, guys. And it's choose your own
true,
adventure.
true.
So, let's just imagine they've got this alligator from somewhere dodgy. They're getting pulled over, so they stash the alligator down the pants.
Yep.
Is that an alligator in your pants, or you just happy to see? That's all I got. That's all I got.
Yeah. I mean, sorry, sir, what did you pull me over for? What is the allegation?
He's done it. Well,
Oh, it's this alligator. Sorry, my mistake. But it is hard to find interesting news at the moment. It's all got to do with something else. And even if it's not to do with that, it's still somehow to do with that. And it's really quite frustrating trying to find something to crack through.
Yeah, that's
to
right.
really cut through.
it's very thin.
Very thin. And it's harder to get the experiences because we're not on the street.
Doing it tough.
Not
What
on the
about
street.
what about the new? Oh no, it's related to the COVID as well. Bloody hell! It's the oil industry. Oil
Bloody
industry's
hell.
going down.
I saw last week that oil was trading
That's
below
correct.
zero.
Yeah, so I did say that. Minus something a barrel.
Yeah.
So how do they work the maths out on
I watched
that?
a little thing on YouTube the other day, and I'm gonna totally destroy the explanation. But it's this: they take out so many barrels. It's like the war machine. Once the war machine starts turning, it can't be stopped. And it's the same with the oil dealio. They're pulling out X amount of oil, and you got to ship it. And you got to move that oil, and you got to store it, and it's got to be barreled, and then you ship it, and all that kind of bizzo. But if no one's driving, they're still making the oil. Yeah, go on YouTube, but it ends up costing you more.
Oversupply.
Yeah, oversupply, and it ends up costing you more to get it to the Bowser than it's worth in a way. I think that was the Steez. I'd had a few. Whatever.
Okay.
That's how I feel my. That's how
Hey,
I
it
feel
makes
my
sense.
time in.
You do-
I'm
you do
trying
the
to,
explanation.
I'm trying to try different hobbies, and maybe I'm getting into finance and oil trading stocks and whatever.
Great.
Well,
it really
I've been-
suits you.
I've been employing that tactic, but starting small and employing some baby steps and starting with that book, The Barefoot Investor.
Oh, yeah? Small steps.
Small steps
Without
with
shoes.
no shoes.
Yeah. Shoeless.
Yeah. That's
Shoeless
it's a
fortune.
grounding experience.
Hey,
Not really, but yeah. I won't be getting into day trading anytime
we're
soon.
sort of talking about the COVID, and I haven't talked to you, Sean. I know you're doing models. Keep yourself busy.
when I'm lucky enough to.
But are you pissed off? Like that's what we were saying last week or last episode, Tim. Like if you say stay safe to me one more time, TV, I'm going to explode, and I'm not going to be safe on myself. I'm going to do something to myself. Right?
Yeah.
I think
I'm sick. I'm sick of. I don't watch too much television, but I'm sick of when you turn it on. Every ad now has been adjusted to be somehow comforting and related to this in some way or another, and it's just patronising.
Yeah.
Every single ad.
I'm guilty of it too. Like we
the
did.
thank yous.
We're doing some ads for Kiss FM, not the big Kiss FM, the Techno Kiss FM, and we did that ad for.
That's the big Kiss FM in my eyes.
Yeah, it's the good one. But like all the ads we've been doing, it's all slipped in the we're safe. We wear gloves. It's all good. It's our practices.
Yeah, they're all cleaning companies, and
We're guilty
you
of
know,
it. And if you need any voiceovers done,
cover it all.
I'm happy to oblige.
Yeah, call Jezbot.
But yes, that's the frustrating.
Are you
thing.
pissed off though, Sean?
But I'm not really pissed
on,
off. You know, I'll
Stay
whatever.
pissed off.
But it is things do frustrate me about the situation. But I'm not going to get my knickers in a twist about them just yet. I think a certain element of vigilance is required, but at the same time, you know, I'm not going to be losing sleep over all that stuff.
No, just turn the TV off.
Yeah, that's right. Exactly. Just don't look.
Just don't look.
Do you get any
Just
ScoMo dough chop out, Sean and I?
yeah, we didn't win anything.
You didn't win.
Oh
this
no, I
round,
didn't
though.
get anything. I don't get that.
I kind of don't want the loan, the handout. It's the bribe. I mean what is it? Something we're going to have to be paying back
why
for.
not?
Oh, no, I shouldn't be saying that. Everyone needs it. I'm a dick. Whatever.
Yeah, absolutely. Take it. You pay taxes. Pay
Yeah. I
I
taxes.
just know it's going to cost me so
And,
much. If I get 1,500 a week or whatever it is, they're going to get they want that back with interest. And yes, it's not direct, but it's going to be fucking 50 years of paying this off.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes,
So-
well, they say that it'll take a long time to repay the debt, but they're borrowing money for next to nothing from the reserve banks at the moment. It's an absolute farce, and you're feeling guilty for taking this money. You know, the companies that like Apple didn't feel guilty for not paying paying like $3 tax in Australia last year. They're not worried about those sort of things. I think at this stage of the game, if there's something to help you have a better quality of life, and it's gonna just take
definitely.
it. No, but don't be. I think the big thing to remember is don't be bitch made by it. Don't be reliant on it. Don't be put all your eggs in that basket.
I think
Still
just
need
know
to,
it comes at a big cost.
Yeah, especially if they inject it into you. So, Jezbot, do you want to give us a roundup?
Well, look, Tim, it's been another fantastic episode, I've got to tell you. I mean, I've been a little bit, you can hear it in my voice. I actually went to work today. It was a shit show. I had to watch you guys set up on Zoom for like an hour. That didn't like no.
Fly well.
But all in all, we found out about Shoe Bandits. We've been educated. Let's just say that. We found out that this week on the stream rooms, Facebook, Twitch, however you get your media, there's 2 live gigs happening this week, Turnstyle related. And we got the Electric Crew. Then we got on Saturday, we got Timmy Taco, a.k.a. DJ Relic, doing an 8:30 start for a mega mix. 150 songs within the first hour, promised to you by Relic.
Yeah, I did promise
And
that.
it should be a
Yeah.
blast. But can we all agree to have the
be
one
good. It's been
watch
good.
party, Tim?
Yeah, sure.
Because it's been breaking up. Like when you go on
party?
Facebook and you say join party.
Oh yeah, don't create a side party to watch it. Yeah, because we're trying to work out like who's in there. The more people that are in there, the more people that'll watch it. So if you split off into little groups, it's too much like a real life party. We just walk off.
Yeah, which is
Ghost
what
them out of
I'm
there.
about to do that myself. Actually, walk off, maybe have a shower.
All right.
Do a walk off.
All right. You've been
I
walked
think
off.
I have been. And Sean, have you got anything to wrap us up with, mate? Final thoughts?
I'm just going to go figure out how I'm going to spend this $6.
Yeah, chop me out. Excellent. All right. Well, that seems like a suitable place to wrap it up, boys. Wrap it up, boys. Yep, you've been listening to Jumping the Turnstile. I'm Timmy Taco.
And I'm Sean Enough.
I'm Jezbot. We'll see you on the other side.
They hop, they duck, they climb. They go through two at a time.
Jumping the turnstile.
Jump the turnstile.
Jump the turnstile.
Leap over the turnstile.
Hop over the turnstile. I had to take me. It was like a ninja.
Jumping the turnstile.
And it's no small thing.
People have jumped the turnstile. I definitely jumped the turnstile.
Jumping.
The turnstile.
I definitely would do it once, twice. I would do it over again.
Whenever I believe I have to do it, I do it. I get away with it.
And there was no one there, so I figured it'd be just easier to jump the turnstile.
I've jumped some fairs in my day.
I definitely jumped the turnstile a few times.
Jumping.
Turnstile instead of just paying the $2.25.
That little technique, I pull the turnstile back. Like that. Boom, boom. My upper body is not moving. Just my leg.
Jump the turnstile.
Jump the turnstile.
The turnstile. We are the antibacterial wipes. This don't even look sanitary.